It's 2024 and the retro game hunts begin right now. We're going here. You can just see it. You can't actually see it. You can't see anything. But there's a few items in here that we're going to go in with a view to take a look at. They're on the screen right now, so we ain't got no secrets, guys. But obviously we're going to keep an open mind with this one. We're going to take a look, see what we've got. The stock turnover in here is pretty good, and I always think that's a good sign of a good shop. High, fast, quality stock turnover, retro gaming wise. This is Super Retro Video Games in Sheffield, and I'll link their Instagram in the description if you want to go scope it out yourself, maybe pay a visit. So come on, first one, 2024, here we go. It's raining. All right, guys, we are in here. The first thing I said to Barry was how much more stock is actually in here. It's insane. So I'm really eager to dive into this. So much good stuff. So much good stuff. I've already clocked some figures as well, which do look pretty nice, and turtle stuff. So yes, let's go. Daikatana on the N64, which is a really nice game. Bit of a weird first-person shooter on that one, guys. SNES stuff. I was just saying that it's becoming like way more difficult to get hold of Super Nintendo stuff. All right, there was some Turtles figures. I'm just kind of scanning down here in the figures section, but I'm probably going to have to ask Barry if they've got them in. I don't know if they're around here, maybe. You don't see it. There's a cute pink Yoshi though, yes. All right, Reese, this one's for you. Check it out. I know you'll really like these figures. You got a set there, 50 quid, nice. Love that Xenomorph as well. Do you guys remember these that I showed you that I wanted to go in for? These Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures? Well, unfortunately, they'd sold, which doesn't surprise me considering the popularity of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but nonetheless, I thought I'd have a scour of the figures anyway. Figures seem to be coming in like thick and fast in these retro game shops, especially with Amiibos releasing a few years back. These all looked really cool. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video. All right. Plushie game is strong. Plushie game is strong. Got actually a decent selection on the Switch as well. There's more here. Asphalt 3D, that is such a good little game. Such a little banger. Alright, just also clocked these little figures. There's loads and loads and loads of little Mario figures. So far we've seen a bunch of cool stuff here. Commodore Amiga games, again, really nice to see. I did have a quick browse through, but there was nothing really that I needed. I tend to have like so many copied games on the Amiga front that I only really buy physical if I really want to kind of collect it, for example, if it means something really special to me. Now here I was just taking a look at the PS2 games, and I know my friend Reese will be watching. Reese, guess what I was looking for? Guess? Okay. I was looking for Tekken 5. I didn't see it. I can't seem to find Tekken 5 anywhere other than online. Every CEX that I've been into as well, it's just not there. But I have no idea why. Anybody else know why Tekken 5 is so hard to come by? Alright, check out these weird Sega oddities. Sega Pico Storyware. That's what it looks like out the box. Never seen them before. Maybe you have. Not for me though, but pretty cool. Right, just clock some Japanese Sega Saturn stuff here. Not too shabby. Oh, and of course Mega CD. Always down for a little bit of Mega CD. I think I have most of these though. I'm all about the weird and wonderful, and here we have Siphon Filter 2, the official guide. I mean, there was so much cool stuff in here. I didn't get anything on the Wii or Xbox or VHS for that matter. Has it been just come in on it? Has it ish?
A while ago, whenever the photo was uploaded.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember.
It's right nice.
Yeah, it is.
That box, oh my god.
It's got like the US charger with it as well.
Okay, wicked. The box is nice condition as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice condition.
Yeah, you just don't see them very much.
No, 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 not at all. That's high. Wow. So please, pal. Everything in there. Proper looks nice. Lush. The Triforce DS Lite really was a force to reckon with. Again, another one of the pieces that I went in for. I didn't pick it up. I said to myself, did I want to spend £250 on a DS Lite? My answer was no. I'm not hugely into Nintendo handhelds pre the Switch. So that's why I didn't pick it up, but I know there'll be somebody out there that might think that this is a great handheld and you might want to dive into it. There are a lot of reshells on the market. I actually don't mind reshelled stuff at all because I'm not massively nostalgic for the likes of the DS Lite, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you've paid it or not? Quite a nice selection of NES games in. Don't think there's anything I'm after really on the unboxed stuff. Got a Robocop 2 at the back. There is no hiding, guys. Check it out. We've got a Mega CD at the back at 150. That's not bad. A 6-button controller. Nice, 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 nice. Beautiful master system. I'm loving that everything is in alphabetical order. Really does help.
I shouldn't have said that. No.
Really does help. I wanted Rastan, but unfortunately it's not in. Just clocked this Mackey's toy from 1999. I actually don't remember it, but it's still cool to see. So these drawers, or rather boxes, were a brand new addition. It's a really nice way to store your unboxed games. I think unboxed games tend to be overlooked in retro game shops, so having these boxes I think is a bit of a game changer. Plus they're slightly see-through, so you can get a little bit of a sample for what's inside. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the box art on this Ultra Street Fighter 4? Oh my god. So this was nearing the end of the little hunt, and I do this thing where I walk around retro game shops and I make a mental note of what I want, and then I go back round 75,000 times. That's right, ask Jess. She would have been getting really bored by this point. But anyway, I knew exactly what I wanted to pick up, and you will see everything that I picked up when we get back to the Team 24 HQ. I was just double checking on the PlayStation 1 stuff because, as you guys know, I recently got a PS2 built into a Sony Bravia TV. These things were released in 2010, and of course the PS2 is backwards compatible with the PlayStation 1, so I really have been on a PlayStation kick recently. In fact, next week I'll let you into a secret. We have a 10 games you've never heard of on the PlayStation 1 episode dropping for your faces, so please keep an eye out for that if the PlayStation is your thing and you want to be introduced to some brand new titles. But again, I'm just scoping out. Anything in the cupboards here tend to be more expensive, but I didn't pick anything up out of that area. I get Daikatana out the actually it's just gonna out the back. And then there's these two Super NES game secret books, if that's all right.
Yep, no worries.
Grazie. Is that complete, that Daikatana?
Should be.
It'd say on it, wouldn't it? Anyway, like no book or something. Yeah, no worries. So yes, I did pick up Daikatana. It was a really nice, crisp N64 CIB copy. You don't see it that much, but again, you'll see a tad more footage and the box art up close when we get back. Now here's me finding a Super Nintendo thing. Again, you will see it later in this episode, and I didn't want to kind of pick anything off the shelf because obviously in these retro game shops I'm not really a huge fan of grabbing and touching everything that you see. I always try to be polite and ask, you know, can I get this down, or would you be kind enough to get it for me? You know, I don't really like to go rooting through things, but you know, some people do, some people don't, so I think common courtesy in these shops are always worth just kind of being mindful too. Not to mention, if you did destroy anything, first of all I'd be crushed because the nostalgia would just melt in me, and then you'd probably have to pay for it, so it's just not worth it. Now we've got some unboxed Game Boy stuff near the front as well, so that's really cool to see. And I've never seen this PS1 game out there, have you? But anyway, let's just kind of check out these Sega Saturn games. Right, we've clocked Cyber Speedway way up there. It's nice to see Discworld and Discworld 2. Bloody obscure games. Always been kind of fascinated with that thing. It's pretty mental, isn't it? It's, yeah, I'll take that. That's quite obscure to find, that is, yeah. I've been putting a lot of my old videos out from like 2010, and that was in my original collection, the one I sold.
All right.
And someone pointed it out in the video, and I was like, holy crap, I need to get that back. And then, what do you know?
Yeah.
It's in nice
I don't remember
condition.
last time I saw a copy of this.
No, it's really nice, yeah. Yeah, unboxed, you get it quite easy, like, but... Oh, that's beauts, that is, mate.
Nice,
yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. We are now back at base, and I'm about to show you everything that I picked up. I wouldn't normally do this in a video. I think that it ruins the ebb and flare while I like to do this in a short, but I feel like I got some really good stuff here, and I want to show you the price. And I would ask that you let me know, did I get some bargains? So the reins are now over to you. Nice to get a new Saturn game. Picked up Cyber Speedway. This is a little bit like Wipeout, but it's nowhere near as cool. CIB copy of Daikatana, you can see the price on here, 80 quid. This is like a weird samurai first-person shooter, slasher kind of thing. It's really blocky, it's not aged very well, but this actually goes for a pretty penny. I'd say £80 is pretty bang on. Very much into retro game cheat books, and with the Super Nintendo being my favourite console, I had to pick these up. I do believe I own Volume 1 somewhere as well. A copy of 40 Wings. Really nice game this is. I would highly recommend you check this out. I would go as far as to say it is a bit of a hidden gem, and I featured it on one of my PlayStation 1 episodes. Ultra Street Fighter 4. I showed this in the episode. I absolutely adore the box art, and I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I like to play with Sagat. Again, price already on here, 20 quid. I own a digital copy of the Mafia trilogy, but I've always wanted to pick up this physical copy, as I'm definitely a physical collector. If you've seen the Lady Lounge tour, you'll pretty much know that there's lots and lots of games in here. And this is definitely my favourite piece of the entire haul. I've been intrigued by this piece of hardware for quite some time, and I'm really happy to have a boxed copy. Not quite sure what the STD thing means in the corner though. Oh dear. I absolutely love the Super Nintendo joystick. Like I said, a really nice find to get it boxed, and I've been eyeing one up for quite some time. So I would ask you now that you just subscribe to the channel and watch hundreds more of retro game hunts just like this, up and down the UK in the shops and at the markets. Thank you so much, and there's definitely more to come, and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye!